my name is Meera Hoffman. Thank you for tuning in. In this video, I'm going to be going over some yoga techniques that are great for beginners, as well as maybe someone just coming back to the practice after a while, or maybe you're looking for something a little bit slower pace. Perhaps you're hungover. Any of those things, this is going to be a great video for you. So we're going to come just by starting with centering ourselves and coming into our bodies by resting in child's pose. A couple different variations. If you want to splay your knees out to make some room for your abdomen, you're welcome to, or if you want to keep your knees together and kind of curl over, you're welcome to do that as well. And I like to have my arms alongside my body, but if it feels more comfortable to have them outreach to make some more space for your spine, wherever feels good for you, and just coming to a moment of pause. So taking some nice, slow, deep breaths here. And just noticing the sensations on your body. So maybe you feel your lungs expand and you start to get a micro opening in your shoulders and neck. Just taking some nice, slow, deep, intentional breaths. And when you're ready, we'll start to slowly curl up on your next inhalation. So slowly stacking the vertebrae one on top of the other. Bringing the head up last. Just curling nice and slow, coming up. We'll come to all fours or tabletop position. So hands about shoulder width apart and knees below the hips to come into cat-cow. We'll inhale, dropping the abdomen, lifting the head. And moving at your own pace, exhaling and tucking the hips, curling the tailbone down, rounding the shoulders, and letting the head hang. Continuing this sequence for 4 or 5 breath rounds. Inhaling, coming into cow, Baddhalasana. Exhale, curling into cat, Marjarinasana. And allowing yourself to really extend through the full breadth of this movement. So if it feels good to really push into your hands on the cat and release the neck, maybe you want to shake the head out, please do so. And as you inhale, really letting the abdomen drop, curling the spine. Moving with the breath, exhaling cat. And inhaling cow. Last round. Inhaling, coming back to center, and just remembering that child's pose. So if at any time during this practice you need to take a breather or a little rest, you can always come back into Baddhalasana, child's pose. So now that we've kind of warmed up our spine a little bit, we're going to come to lay down on our backs to do a little bit of strengthening for our abdomen. So laying flat on your back, and your palms are going to be face down alongside of the body, bringing the heels together. We're engaging the toes and feet in front of the legs by pulling the toes towards the head. So slight tuck in the chin just to kind of extend the back of the neck, but nothing extreme. And we'll slowly inhale, bringing the right leg up into the air as far as we can, and exhale, slowly bringing it down. So moving with the pace of your breath, we'll inhale the left leg up. You're going to walk on the ceiling. And exhale down. Just moving with control, engaging the abdomen. Inhale, right. Exhale down. Inhale left. And exhale down slowly with control, keeping the leg nice and extended. Inhale right, last round. Exhale down. And inhale left. And exhale down. And maybe we want to step it up a little bit, so we'll transition into double leg raises. If you are comfortable there, stick with single leg raises. So for double leg raises, you can keep your hands on the ground beside you, or if you want to make a little pillow underneath your glutes to kind of help the low back feel supported. You really want to kind of press the low back towards the ground to help protect it. So we'll inhale both legs up, or sticking with the single leg raises if that's where you're at. And exhale down. If you want it more challenging, don't let the heels touch. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. It's helping strengthen the abdomen, improving digestion, expelling toxins. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. And exhale down. Releasing the hands and letting yourself just rest in Shavasana, corpse pose. Feet are about mat width apart, hands several inches away from the body, palms facing up. Just breathing nice and deeply into the abdomen. And on your next inhalation, slowly bringing the legs back together, we're going to tuck the hands, palms facing down, underneath the body. So kind of using your feet to help prop your body up, and if you want to see what I look like underneath, it's like this. So fingers are spread wide, my arms are tucked as much as possible underneath my body. For those of you that may not have as much flexibility in the shoulder, just do the best you can. Maybe your hands are more outside and not tucked. That's totally fine. So working wherever you're at. We'll inhale and start to curl up to look at our feet. And we're going to exhale, really pushing our weight into our elbows as we bring our head back. So again, listening to your body. If this feels extreme, maybe you're just here. Maybe just stay looking at your toes. That's fine. The goal is to really tuck and bring the shoulders back underneath the body. That's where the opening is coming from. If you're more flexible and can bring your head to the ground, you're welcome to. But please note, not more than about 10 to 15% of your weight is in the head. So just barely energetically touching. It's not really meant to support your body. Nice deep breaths here, wherever you're at, expanding the lungs. Letting go of any tension in the face or jaw. And inhale, tucking the chin in. We'll exhale, curling down, coming back into Shavasana, corpse pose. So these little moments where we come in Shavasana and focus on our breath, breathing nice and deeply, gives us the opportunity to integrate the move that we just did and let our body reflect on those changes. And just noticing any sensations. As you breathe nice and deeply. And we'll inhale, bring the knees up to our chest. Wrapping the hands around, we'll rock from side to side, giving ourselves a nice little back massage. And then if it feels comfortable, you can walk forward and backwards. So rocking up, we'll come into a seated position. I'll scoot back a little bit on my mat so I'm centered. And then we're gonna untuck any flesh from underneath the sits bones, give ourselves a nice stable base here. And then I'm gonna bring the soles of the feet together. So for some of you, your legs may be a little bit further out. That's totally fine. If you want, you're welcome to roll some towels or place some blocks underneath your knees to help them feel more supported. So bringing the feet as close as feels comfortable, we're gonna interlace the fingers and wrap them around our feet. Inhaling, I'm gonna use that as a leverage point to help extend and lengthen my spine. So you can see what a nice opening and lift I got out of that. As we exhale, I'm gonna start to fold. And I'm trying to bend from my waist first, then my mid back, then my upper back. As I rest here, I'm letting go of all the tension in my neck and shoulders, my face, my hands, my arms, feeling a nice stretch in the inside of my thighs. So breathing deeply into this stretch, allowing the mind to soften, allowing the shoulders to soften. If you're flexible and want to take this a little bit deeper, you can splay the elbows to rest a little bit more towards the knees and use the weight of your arms and upper body to press the legs open a little bit more. Neck and shoulders are relaxed, just really encouraging yourself to let go of tension there. And seeing how when you release that hold, you get a deeper stretch. Breathing deeply. Holding for only as long as feels comfortable. If you need to come out or make any adjustments, please feel free to do so. And on your next inhalation, slowly rolling up. Bringing the head up last. We'll help the legs together with our hands, just bringing the knees up. And then just taking a nice little hug. So maybe your hands don't wrap all the way around your legs. Maybe you can kind of grab behind the hamstrings. Wherever you're at, just give yourself a nice little hug and just say thank you for doing this practice right now. It's going to help you feel better. It's going to help your body feel great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And from here, we're slowly going to make our way up to a standing position. So now that we're standing, we're going to rotate and spread our legs. So the way that I kind of measure it is you want your ankles about wrist width apart. So you can see my ankles are below my wrists. And from here, we're going to inhale the arms up if they're not already. And we're going to exhale and reach the right arm out. So you can see I'm not twisting, I'm not bending, I'm really just reaching out. And wherever, as far as you can reach, let your right arm drop. And we're going to exhale and let the left arm come up and over. So for some of you, we're going to be above the knee. That's totally great. If you're more flexible and want to extend your fingers down past the knee, that's fine too. What you want to avoid is putting pressure directly on the knee. So either above or below the knee, wherever you're at, and really extending that left arm up and getting a nice stretch all the way from your left ankle through your left fingertips. Take some nice deep breaths here. Another thing to note is you don't want to be twisting. So we really want to pretend like we're between two panes of glass. We're in our little fish tank. Really keep nice and straight. And inhale, let's come back up to center. And exhale to the left, really reaching out to that left side, letting the fingers come down wherever they may, and extending the right arm over and above, keeping the pressure off the hand off of directly being over the knee. So if you need to come up and kind of soften that lower elbow, you can do that. And also notating that you're not twisting, letting the hips drop, and really trying to keep the shoulders nice and open here. Breathing deeply into this stretch. And close the eyes if you feel stable. And we'll inhale, coming back up. Exhale the arm down. We'll slowly bring the legs together and kind of walk them together, wiggle them together. And we'll come into the last pose for our course today. And we're going to do tree pose. So bringing the hands in front of the heart, we're going to slowly shift the weight into one foot. So slowly shifting into my left foot. There's a couple variations that you can do. So for some of you, bringing the sole of the right foot into the left calf. This may be your little baby tree, your little tree sprout. That's great. Gaze is off towards the far wall. Just find a focal point that you can rest on that's still. If you're feeling a little adventurous, you're welcome to take this a little bit deeper. You can bring your right sole into the inside of your left thigh. Now maybe both of these variations aren't working for you. If you're still struggling to get stable, give yourself a little side kick. This is still tree. You're still balancing. And it just takes time. We're building strength in that ankle and that leg. We're building those neural pathways to help our body understand how to balance like this. Maybe you fall down, that's totally fine. It's all about really just allowing yourself to be where you're at today and not getting mad with yourself, because every day is going to be different. Some days you can do stuff, sometimes you can't, sometimes you've never even tried this. So if you want to take this a little bit deeper, you can sprout into a big blossoming tree, really allowing yourself to almost receive the universe through your arms, filtering it from all your little happy tree leaf fingertips down through your arms, down into your legs, into your trunk, and into the root systems of your toes. Holding as long as feels comfortable and breathing nice and deeply. We'll slowly exhale, releasing the legs, and we'll come to do the same thing on the opposite foot. So hands in prayer position, choosing the variation that you did last time, so trying to keep that balance. Maybe you got a little kickstand tree. That's my favorite. I love kickstand trees. A good place to start. Maybe it's comfortable for you to bring the foot to the calf. Maybe you want to bring it up to the inside of the thigh. And just like Trikonasana triangle, how we don't want pressure, lateral pressure directly on the knee. So either above or below the knee, choosing one of those spots. And then allowing yourself to really root down into your foot. Taking some nice deep breaths. My gaze is at the far wall. I have a nice still point to help focus and still my mind and my body. And then bringing my awareness into the breath. Feeling nice and serene, or maybe I'm stumbling and faltering. Hey, you're at home. Nobody's watching, so that's the good news. Hopefully you can be a kind, gentle critic. Inhale if you'd like, and we'll sprout our branches out into the universe. Just allowing ourselves to enjoy the simplicity and stillness of this move. And slowly exhaling, we'll release down, releasing the leg, and kind of jaunt out the legs a little bit. And we'll come into Tadasana, mountain pose. So feet about hip width apart, hands in front of the heart in Anjali Mudra. Let's just close the eyes as we stand here if you feel stable. Just allowing ourselves to root into our feet and feel nice and relaxed and grounded. And closing with a few deep breaths. Letting the face relax. Letting the jaw relax. Letting the shoulders relax. And back is relaxed. The legs are relaxed. Just giving a nice deep breath into this relaxed, focused state. And exhale the hands down. Open our eyes very gently. So thank you so much for tuning into this video. I hope it helps you in your journey in health and wellness. My name is Meera Hoffman. I hope you'll take a moment to visit my website or send me an email or write a comment and save this video so you can come back and watch it again. And I hope you subscribe to the Psychetruth YouTube channel so we can help you in your journey along the way. Thank you.